Hello everyone, welcome back to Critics News, where we give you ogbonge information on as it take the go. In case you never follow us on our social media handles, please do that very quickly. May we go straight to the reason why we are here. No time to waste time at all. As it be now, they say that for the very first time, our brother will be the former presidential candidate of Labour Party, will be Peter Obi, where they here. They say don't finally call for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, will be IPOB, Nnadi Kanu, who you have right here on the picture. He say may they release the man, make it a go house. So say, if like say court don't grant the man freedom, they don't grant him bail, but he still they wonder why the Nigerian government they hold him. P2B asks Tinubu government to obey court order, release IPOB leader, which is Nnadi Kanu. Now, they say that the P2B, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has called on President Bola Tinubu to release Nnadi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, along with other imprisoned freedom fighters. I say, wow. Everything will fall in its place at when due, at its right time. Because I can remember vividly, say, don't tell when people don't they drag people for cloth. They come for Nnadi Kanu. You are evil man. You don't want to come for Nnadi Kanu's release. No be small thing. They don't drag the man like tiger generator. But the man, he standing ground. He say he know when to talk the thing. He know when to put it. He know when to chip in. So now he come out, can't talk now. Obi stated that there was no justification for the ongoing detention of the IPOB leader, especially since he has been acquitted by courts. Not just one court, courts, many courts. The 2023 presidential candidate, while addressing journalists on Saturday in Onitsha, Anambra State, urged leaders to intensify efforts in addressing insecurity. He warned that without immediate action, the nation could spiral into failure. According to him, I don't see any reason for his continued detention, especially as the court have granted him bail. The government must obey the court. Now, something where we don't dey shout since, say, make government obey court order and do the needful so that we can rest on this matter. But the government, because of reasons best known to them, because of nepotism, marginalization, tribal bigotry, what do they call them? Hatred for Igbo people. Now, all these things now accumulate, we make them still hold this man. They still hold Nnadi Kanu. Because the same thing where they charge them now, where they say treason, now they charge Omoyele Sowore of AAC. Now they charge Badejo of Mietiala. But these people, now they still charge Sunday Igboho of Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa. All these people, now the same charges they get, treason. But all these people are walking free today. Why is Nnadi Kanu's own different? Intifuna, in breaking inside Sorok, Intifuna on a property for Sorok. Tinubu, I'm asking you. Intifuna property for Sorok. Eh? The rule of law is an intricate asset that we must cherish and live with. I use this opportunity to plead with the federal government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed. We are in a democracy and we should not be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. He explained that with the increasing security in the country, insecurity, Nigeria was gradually moving towards becoming a failed state unless urgent action was taken to salvage the situation. The primary work of government is the security of lives and properties. It is the foundation of which people can live in any nation, because no one can stay in an insecure place. It is worrisome what is happening in Nigeria with the news of spyings, abductions, kidnappings, and other vices that have made Nigeria one of the most insecure places on earth. In fact, it is leading to a failed nation. I commend the government for their efforts so far, but there is a need to do more, and all leaders must come together to join hands and fight this. In the Southeast, there is a need for the governors to come together to be able to tackle it. Even in the economic agenda, I want to see the Southeast governors work closely more. We want to see them come together and also bring together other groups in the zone. I am against riot or destruction of government assets and properties because it is still scarce. It is still scarce resources that we are going to use to repair them, but I am not against peaceful protests. Peaceful protest is allowed, but it must be for a reason and not the personal interest of some people to satisfy a particular interest. It must be properly articulated and properly directed. I recall when people said they were protesting police brutality, and I said to them, no, let's rather deal with the leadership. If we have good leaders, their agent can be bad. The problem is leadership. If the leaders are competent, have the capacity and do the right thing, their agent will follow the examples, which is true. I want to use this opportunity to say that all those who are being held because of one protest or the other should be released. Whether it is freedom fighters, NSAS protesters, or even because of freedom of speech, be it journalists, let them be all released immediately. We are in a democratic country, and people have the right under the Constitution to express themselves freely. They also have the right to peacefully protest, and we must listen to them. We must listen to those who said they are not happy. That is why it is a democratic nation. That is why it is a democratic nation, and we should stop acting dictatorial and behave as if this is not a democratic country, he added. Now, waiting Peter Obi talk be that. I go on still play on the video so that when I go use on our eyes, take the witness waiting and talk. Alright, so help me share this video. Tinubu, wait Tinubu this, make I put in picture here. Maybe no say the matter concern, because most times when they don't see their picture now, they go think say, I know they no be them and they talk to ordinary this thing. No. Tinubu, now you they talk to now. You don't hear waiting Peter Obi talk. You say me you do the needful. And now that thing now we they expect from you. So nothing less, nothing more. Okay, so make I play the video. But before I do that, very quickly, I beg if you want to send money from Obodo Yibo, enter inside Nigeria, go help your family. May you not forget to use tap send with my promo code will be Critics News. Now the good thing about this very app be say their rates are very high. And if you use my promo code will be Critics News, written all in capital letters, they go give you free £5. If you they send money from UK, they will give you €5. If you they send money from EU, that is Europe, all the countries of Europe. If you they send money from Canada or USA, they will still give you $10. If you they send money from UAE, which is all those Dubai countries, they will give you 25 AED. So don't miss out on this opportunity as the promo runs. I beg, may you no miss them. Use this opportunity and grab extra £5, €5 or $10. Let's listen to Mr. Peter Obi.
The first primary work of government is security of life and property. It is the foundation in which people can actually live in a nation, because nobody can stay in an insecure place. And it is worrisome what is happening in Nigeria, waking up every day with killings, kidnappings, abductions, and everywhere, which has now made Nigeria one of the most insecure places on the surface of the earth. In fact, it's leading to a failed nation. And that requires an urgent attention of everybody. In the Southeast in particular, again, that is the same situation. As I thank the government for their effort, there's need to do more by all leaders to ensure that we tackle this menace. In the Southeast, I urge the various governments, members, I said, while thanking them, to come together as a family. There's need for the governors of the Southeast to work as a family, to be able to tackle that. I'm saying that from the little experience I had when we were there. It is important. And even checking the harsh economic conditions now, even in development and economic agenda, I want to see the Southeast governors work closely more as one. Because they can do. And I believe they know each other. They can interact. We want to see them come together. We want to see them bring this entire zone together. And I'm preaching the same thing of other zones. While the federal government has far that overshadows everybody, the various zones should come together. In the Southeast in particular, this is very urgent. I'm again saying from my little experience, in which they can call meetings, even meetings at times of those of us who were there before, to come together and interact about a common purpose. This is very important. I don't see anything why his continued detention, quite frankly. Especially as the law, the courts have granted him bail. Government must obey the law. Rule of law is an intrinsic asset that we must cherish and live with. And I've said I'm going to discuss with every agitator. And I use the same opportunity to play to government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed with. We're a democratic government. We shouldn't be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. I'm against riots. I'm against destruction of government assets. I'm not against peaceful protests. But it must be for reasons, not for interest. Often a time here you see protests being to satisfy a particular interest. It must be properly articulated. There's things that is happening that is against and properly directed. Properly articulated and properly directed. So you don't go. I recall when people were saying they're protesting against police or any other organization of government, and I said to them, no, let's deal with the leadership. If we have good leadership, their agents can be bad. But what happens here is that Nigerians say, oh, our problem is police. Our problem is EFCC. Our problem is ICPC. Our problem is army. No. The problem is leadership. If the leadership is, if the leaders are competent, have the capacity, doing the right thing, the agents will toe in the line. And that is what I want. I want to see these things that are properly organized. I want to see people listening. And I'm using the same opportunity to say, all those who are being held because of, say, NSAS, protests and everything, or because of freedom of speech or journalists, should please be released immediately. We're a democratic country. People have a right under the Constitution to express themselves freely under freedom of speech. They have also rights to peacefully protest. And we must listen to them. We must listen to those who say they are not happy. That's why it is a democratic nation. We should stop acting dictatorial and behaving as if it is not a democratic country. I know we're in a state capture, but then we should act in a manner that shows some decency. We politicians are preoccupied by election. That's not what I'm talking about. How do we reduce the price of food? Our people are dying of hunger. How do we make life conducive for the poor Nigerians? How do we make sure that people earn more money in order to live? How do we pull people out of poverty? That should be our concern, not forming mega party or this thing. If forming mega party is to be able to provide what I'm saying now, I'm all for it. If it is about state capture, so we can start continuing the same consumption, no. But if it's to move it to production, yes.
All right, I don't hear P2B has been an advocate for production, from only consumption to production, which is the only way a country can move forward. No be only consumption, chop, they produce anything. And the kind of country where we dey be that. Country where leaders no get where they want carry us, they go. So it's very, very sad. Anyways, make una share this video, at least for the very first time. You don't take now, since when P2B come out as a presidential candidate. Now they hear say in they talk about this particular issue. We don't linger. It has lingered for so long. A lot of people have been walking up and down for this matter. They don't work at tire. The government no one release this man, which is very, very sad indeed. So let us hear your own opinion in the comment section and help me share this video. Make it a spiral, make it a viral up and down. Follow us on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We still there for TikTok and we keep on updating you. God bless you and bye-bye.